Folks, today in America, it pays to be a many things. For some of you listening, you may be thinking, well, Eric, what do you mean by that? Well, for starters, in today's Biden-led, Democrat-controlled country of ours, it pays to be lazy, it pays to be a criminal, and it pays to be dependent. Please sit back, and I'll explain myself. You're listening to the Closet Conservative Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Wright. Let's get started. Okay, folks, again, let me explain myself. It pays to be a criminal in today's Joe Biden society. That's right, I said it. Being a criminal in today's America pays, and it pays well. Take a look at what occurred this week in Los Angeles. And if you don't believe me, today's youth are engaging in smash and grab robberies of small businesses up and down the streets of downtown LA. And although the LAPD announced the arrest of at least 14 individuals as of Friday, you can be dang sure that their punishment will be light or non-existent. You see, most of these 14 individuals arrested are minority offenders. Regarding race or upbringing, especially in today's liberal-led lunatic society, criminals are the victims and should be coddled and cared for, not convicted. And also, please take a look at Darrell Brooks, who mowed down over 60 innocent people and killing 6 with his vehicle in Wisconsin in late November. And after spending just 10 days in jail, he now feels dehumanized, folks, of all things, dehumanized, and he feels as if he is being labeled unfairly as a monster. Ladies and gentlemen, this man ran over 60 people attending a parade deliberately to take their lives with absolutely no regard. Brooks's mother blamed Wisconsin's criminal justice system for failing her son, a longtime felon with a 50-page rap sheet, folks, which detailed domestic violence, firearms, drugs, and other offenses. Instead of correctly calling her son for what he truly is, a criminal and a deadbeat, monstrous monster, it is the fault of society and the fault of his skin color that led to him engaging into murder. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is also a convicted and registered child sex offender. And while this pay continued to walk the streets of America is an absolute disgrace, but instead of holding a man accountable for his actions, no. It is alligator tears of asinine liberals in today's America that are saying the system, not the suspect, are to blame. And the craziness doesn't just lay at the lawless. No, folks, it also falls at the feet of the lazy in this country. And it also starts from the top. It starts with the parents. It starts with the teachers. It starts with the counselors. And it starts with the President of the United States. But folks, look around. People today in America are not homeless. Let me say that again. People in America today are not homeless. No, folks, they are jobless. Anyone who wants a job can get a job, but the problem is Joe Biden and the rest of his pacifying posse have made it this way. And the requirement is you are not responsible for your failures. It is the fault of someone else. And what about the young child who is, thank the good Lord, going to be tried as an adult in the school shooting in Michigan? Folks, now it is the parents' fault. It's the gun's fault. This has been a liberal-led policy and democratic design for so long that guns kill people, that people don't kill people. Now, am I sitting back and I'm going to say that the parents don't hold some responsibility? Absolutely, I do. However, in this instance, this was obviously a sick and deranged individual, child or not, 14, 15 years of age or not, it does not matter. He took innocent lives deliberately, and like Darrell Brooks, should be tried as an adult. But now, folks, and again, I'm not advocating that his parents were not at all held responsible, but this is going to be the design of the new liberal left, something that's worked for them in the past. The reason why they are targeting the parents and labeling them as just as responsible as their child is so they can play this out in the gun industry and in the court system for a generation to come. We are talking about a child at 14 who methodically laid out steps, stole his father's gun to murder innocent classmates, even banged on the doors to make himself out to be a sheriff's deputy. But no. What are we going to do now? Again, we're going to attack the parents, but we're not going to attack the school system, are we? If you remember and you've read the reports so far, this murderer laid out a perfect illustration and put that onto his desk. It obviously drew the attention of his teacher, who immediately relayed that to the administration at the school. So, the administration calls in the parents, they have a conference. The only thing that the administration of the school system, tells the parents is that you have to get your child into therapy within the next 48 hours. No one searches this child. No one searches his backpack or his belongings. This child is allowed to return to the classroom, is allowed to go to the bathroom by himself, and therefore is allowed to kill innocent kids. So if we're going to attack the parents, are we not also going to go after the educators? It seems almost logical. But folks, again, in today's America, it pays to be lazy. It pays to be a criminal. It pays to be dependent. And the reason why it pays is because your actions in today's Democratic Party-led Biden society, no matter what it is that you do, it is not your fault. You do not have to work. You've got a check coming. You can have as many kids as you want. It does not matter. The government will take care of you. You can steal a gun. You can kill people. You can run them over with your car, and it does not matter because it is not your fault. It is the fault of your upbringing. It is the fault of your parents. It is the fault of society. It is skin color. It is religion. It is everything that it should not be. I've got a 13-year-old child and an 8-year-old. And there's not a day that doesn't go by that both my wife and I don't say a prayer for them, because it's their generation and their kids and their kids' kids that are going to have to reap the bad fruit of Joe Biden. As always, thank you for tuning in. You have been listening to the Closet Conservative Podcast.